Surviving in the wilderness.
I'll never forget that day, the day my life took a turn I could never have anticipated. I was piloting my small aircraft, a routine flight I'd done 100 times before. But that day, the engine sputtered and failed. Panic coursed through my veins as I tried to regain control, but it was futile. I knew I was going down. As the trees rushed up to meet me, 1,000 thoughts raced through my mind. What had gone wrong? Would I survive this? It was a surreal blur of noise, motion, and sheer terror. And then, the deafening crash. When I came to, the wreckage surrounded me, a twisted metal shell of what was once my reliable plane. I knew I had to act fast. With aching limbs and a head full of fear, I stumbled through the dense forest, desperate for shelter. Days turned into weeks. Each morning brought new challenges, but also a glimmer of hope. I learned to forage for food, to identify edible plants and berries. Finding water was a daily quest, and I became adept at spotting signs of nearby streams and springs. Nights were the hardest. Alone in the darkness, every rustle and whisper seemed like a threat. But I learned to build a makeshift shelter, a refuge from the elements and the eerie forest sounds. It became my sanctuary, my tiny fortress of solitude. Survival in the wild is a dance with nature, a delicate balance of resourcefulness and resilience. I honed my instincts, sharpened my senses, and relied on the lessons I picked up from books and documentaries. Slowly, I started to feel less like a lost soul and more like a determined survivor. One day, I stumbled upon a river. It was like discovering a lifeline, a path back to civilization. I followed it for days, fueled by the hope of rescue. And then, one fateful morning, I heard it, the distant hum of a boat engine. I mustered every ounce of strength and flagged down a passing vessel. Looking back, I'm amazed at what the human spirit can endure. The forest taught me lessons I'll carry with me forever. The importance of adaptability, the power of resilience, and the indomitable will to survive against all odds. If I could offer a word of advice to anyone finding themselves in a similar situation, it would be this: stay calm, trust your instincts, and never lose sight of hope. The human spirit is capable of incredible feats, even in the most dire circumstances. As I made my way down the river, I couldn't help but marvel at the beauty of nature around me. The vibrant greens of the leaves, the tranquil flow of the water. It was a stark contrast to the harrowing days in the forest. With each passing mile, my hope grew stronger. Finally, I reached a small settlement on the riverbank. The people there couldn't believe their eyes when they saw me emerge from the forest, a weary but determined survivor. They welcomed me with open arms, offering food, shelter, and a connection to the outside world I had almost forgotten. Reuniting with my loved ones was an indescribable moment. They had feared the worst, and seeing me alive and well brought tears of relief and joy. I couldn't stop recounting the incredible journey I had been on, the challenges I had faced, and the lessons I had learned. Life after the forest has taken on a new hue. Every day feels like a gift, a chance to appreciate the simple joys we often take for granted. I've become an advocate for wilderness survival training, sharing my story to inspire others to learn the skills that saved my life. Looking back, that plane crash was a turning point, a crucible that forged a stronger, more resilient version of myself. It taught me the true value of life, the strength that lies within all of us, and the importance of never giving up, even in the darkest of moments. So, if you ever find yourself facing the wilderness, remember this: you have a well of strength and resourcefulness within you. Trust it, nurture it, and let it guide you through even the toughest of trials. After all, as my story shows, the human spirit is capable of incredible feats.
Thank you for listening to English Audio Lounge. We hope you have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more audio stories to improve your listening.